Hello, Dodgers Nation. Welcome back to the Dodgers Insider, your ultimate home for everything Los Angeles Dodgers. If you're a true Dodgers fan, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so you never miss an update. Today, we've got three major stories that are shaking up the Dodgers world, from a key injury comeback and a troubling pitching concern, to a historic performance by a rising star and a blockbuster trade rumor that's catching fire across the league. Let's jump right into it. Update 1. Mookie Betts nears return, but Tyler Glasnow's body isn't responding. We start with some breaking news on the Dodgers' injury front, a mix of hope and frustration. On one hand, there's some positive movement as Mookie Betts edges closer to returning to the lineup. On the other, concern continues to build around star pitcher Tyler Glasnow, whose body is just not responding the way the Dodgers had hoped. After fracturing the fourth toe on his left foot, a bizarre injury that occurred just last week, Mookie Betts was sidelined for all 3 games against the New York Yankees. But the good news is that he appears to be ahead of schedule. On Monday, Betts completed a full slate of pre-game activities, hitting drills, defensive work, and base running, and by all accounts, he looked game-ready. Dodgers manager Dave Roberts stated that Betts could potentially be available off the bench during the series opener against the New York Mets, and if everything goes smoothly, he's expected to return to the starting lineup the following day. Roberts emphasized that the final call would depend on how Betts' body recovers overnight, but given his full workload and energy on the field Monday, signs are pointing to a swift return. Betts himself seemed laser-focused, expressing that defense is his main concern right now. Hitting, he said, should come along naturally once he's moving freely on the field. It's clear that Betts, ever the competitor, doesn't want to miss any more time than absolutely necessary. But the encouraging Mookie update is tempered by a more troubling development involving Tyler Glasnow. After throwing his first bullpen session since landing on the injured list with shoulder inflammation back in April, Glasnow has been experiencing full-body discomfort. According to Dave Roberts, this is not what the team wanted to hear. Glasnow has been playing catch and trying to stay active, but Roberts admitted he's unsure when the towering right-hander will return to a mound. The initial bullpen session didn't sit well with his body, and now the team is left scratching their heads about how and when to ramp him back up. This isn't entirely surprising when you consider Glasnow's injury history. At 31 years old, he's never made more than 22 starts or thrown more than 134 innings in a single major league season. While last year was a milestone campaign for him with the Dodgers, his first after arriving from Tampa Bay via trade and signing a massive 5-year, $136.5 million deal, his run was once again cut short by elbow tendonitis in August. Despite multiple attempts, he never made it back in time for the postseason. And now, with another setback this year, the uncertainty continues. Roberts acknowledged the frustration both inside and outside the clubhouse, pointing out that Glasnow is eager to return and contribute, but the process just hasn't been linear. With other top pitchers like Blake Snell, Shohei Ohtani, and Roki Sasaki also sidelined, Glasnow was supposed to be the first to return. Instead, his timeline is now as murky as ever. The Dodgers need arms, and they need them fast. But at this rate, Glasnow's body just isn't cooperating. Update 2. Hyeseong Kim makes major MLB history in Yankees series. While the injury updates bring a mix of emotion, the rise of Hyeseong Kim has been a flat-out revelation. What this young second baseman did against the Yankees over the weekend wasn't just impressive, it was historic. Kim began the year in AAA after a quiet spring, and many thought he might need more time before cracking the big league roster. But ever since getting called up, he's been making a statement game after game. In just 45 at-bats, Kim is batting a scorching .422 with 2 home runs, and he's also proving to be a steady, above-average defender. Dodgers manager Dave Roberts has been glowing in his praise for the rookie, calling his approach unconventional, but incredibly effective. Roberts loves Kim's energy, his focus, and the dynamic speed he brings to the field. And on Saturday against the Yankees, Kim did something no player in the modern era of Major League Baseball has ever done. According to Opta Stats, Hyeseong Kim became the first player in MLB history to record 4 hits, a home run, an unassisted double play, and an outfield assist all in a single game. Read that again. 4+ hits, a bomb, an unassisted DP, and a throw from the outfield in one 9-inning performance. It's a statistical anomaly and a testament to Kim's all-around game. That night, he went 4 for 4 with 2 RBIs, a homer, and a walk. It was, without question, one of the most complete individual performances we've seen from a Dodger this season. The Dodgers front office now faces a tough decision. Originally considered a stopgap or emergency fill-in, Kim is now playing like someone who belongs. It would be hard to justify sending him back to AAA with the way he's swinging the bat and impacting games defensively. He's become a spark plug, a fresh face who's brought life and unpredictability to the lineup. And perhaps more importantly, Kim has silenced his critics. The narrative that he might struggle to handle major league pitching is no longer valid, not when you're hitting .422 and rewriting the history books. If the Dodgers are serious about maintaining their depth and maximizing their potential down the stretch, Hyeseong Kim might be too valuable to demote. Update 3. Dodgers eye a stunning trade reunification with Walker Buehler. Now let's pivot to the hot stove, where a potential reunion between the Dodgers and an old friend is beginning to generate real buzz. With the Boston Red Sox underperforming, currently sitting at 29-33 and 4th in the AL East, they could quickly turn into sellers at the trade deadline. And one name that's starting to resurface in Dodgers circles? Walker Buehler. According to MLB insider Jeff Passan, a trade sending Buehler back to the Dodgers is almost too good to be true. But let's break it down. The Red Sox brought in big-name talent this offseason, and expectations were high. But after losing 7 of their last 10 games, their season is spiraling. That opens the door for a high-profile trade, and Buehler could be their most valuable chip. For the Dodgers, the appeal is obvious. Walker Buehler knows the system, the culture, and how to perform in big moments. His resume speaks volumes. 131 games for Los Angeles from 2017 to 2024, a 47-22 record, 3.27 ERA, and 754 strikeouts. Not to mention he's a 2-time All-Star and 2-time World Series champion with the Dodgers. There's no questioning his pedigree. Bringing him back into the fold would not only shore up a depleted rotation, especially with injuries piling up, but also energize the fan base and clubhouse. It's rare that a team can make a deadline acquisition who's already battle-tested and familiar with the team's championship DNA. Buehler would check every box. Of course, a lot depends on how the Red Sox perform over the next few weeks. If they continue their downward slide, the likelihood of a Buehler trade grows by the day. And for the Dodgers, who are expected to go all in this deadline season, it's a move that could push them from contenders to World Series favorites. So keep your eyes on this one. Because Walker Buehler back in Dodger blue, that would be a headline-making return the entire league would feel. And that wraps up today's Dodgers Insider Update. If you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the Dodgers Insider, and ring that notification bell so you're always the first to hear the latest Dodgers news. Drop a comment below. Should the Dodgers bring back Walker Buehler? And has Hyeseong Kim earned a permanent spot on the roster? We'll be back soon with more updates, trade rumors, and player news. Until then, stay true, stay blue, and go Dodgers.